Yeah, really valuable game for us. This was really good to be able to get a lot of guys in, get some depth in, work on some things, play a team that shares the ball, shoots lots of threes, a little different style. Um, that we're going to see, and then we're going to have to, they can make you pay if you can't guard the perimeter, and so we got to work on a lot of stuff here with a lot of different guys, and really work on our press, which is something we really want to use because of our depth and length and activity on the ball. We think that's something that we can be good at, and so we wanted to get a little bit of that in game reps, and it was pretty good today. And hats off to our guys. They're just such a good group of guys. We love coaching them. They share the ball. They're happy for each other's success, and they play really, really, really hard. So that part of it's a lot easy to get behind.
Questions?
Coach, fifth time in program history, scoring 120 points, and you break the program steals record, 27 in the game. What do you make of that? Just the team performance that you guys put on, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, and we weren't really making shots, which was a sign of our maturity. You make 6 threes and score 120, but it's the attacking nature of this group. I mean, we can come at you from all 5 positions, and nobody cares who's doing it. So that makes it very hard to guard. But they turned our calling card is going to be our defensive side of the ball and turning defense into offense, because we're going to be a really good rebounding team, and so the rest of the scoreboard is just a byproduct of every possession stacking up and doing the right things.
And with the defense, you mentioned Bethany College shoots a lot of threes. Texas State, the first opponent of the season, of the regular season, shot the fewest amount of threes per game in their conference.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think both of those sides of the coin has kind of helped you guys on defense see what you have out there on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, it's valuable to play these different styles, and because we're going to see it. And Lemoyne's going to come in with a different style on Sunday that we have to be ready for. And Davidson is going to shoot a lot of threes and be perimeter oriented. So you need to keep getting these reps now. And there was a little period at the beginning that we didn't quite have the urgency to get out on those shots, and then we made the adjustment, and that's why that's very valuable reps.
Speaking of reps, Makai Leach and Cam McCarroll, they've played some pretty major minutes in both of these 2 games to open up the season. What about those guys, makes you want to see them, get on the court and get those minutes during these games?
Yeah, they're both, spectacular young players. We really, really encouraged by both of them, and their work ethic and how they're made, and they're raised right. They're good. They're really just try to do everything that you ask of them. But they also have that edge to them that they're not timid, and so with their confidence, it's fun to see them kind of blossom, and games like this where they can just kind of play through some of the mistakes and let Cam and Makai and some of our junior college guys, they've only got this is their second Division I game under their belt. Our Division II guys, this is their second Division I game, so this is a lot of good mileage for all those guys.
When you're coaching a game, that has so many turnovers from the other team, how do you go about that doing in the game? Is it, easier to call plays or find your way through the momentum?
Yeah, my dream game is called no plays. To where we're just running and we're playing and let them play instinctual, and we've got structure to what we're doing. But we said if we get deflections and steals and defensive rebounds, we want to go turn those into points as fast as we can. We run our lanes. We have our spots and our spacing, and then it's just pace and space, and that's what we really want to be about, and that's how we recruited this team.
You guys had 63 points off the bench. What does it mean to have that kind of depth?
Yeah, and you saw that on Monday as well. You saw in our exhibitions. I mean, we have a lot of guys. We have a lot of starters. We have a lot of guys that can really play, and we're encouraged by that. And we'll continue to take advantage of that. I mean, we have 2, 4, 5 guys in double figures off the bench, and so we think that's going to be a real strength for us.
Yeah, this game and the past game, we kind of saw slower starts, kind of tight starts. What adjustments did you make in each of those games to kind of get out of that? And then where do you plan to go forward to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Yeah, I mean, I think game 1, it was 2 teams starting their season playing extremely, extremely hard. I think tonight, I mean, they made us pay for every mistake we made, and we hadn't, we came out pressing early and right from the jump, and it's different in game reps than it is in practice, and they did a good job every time they would break it and have a clear look at the basket. They were getting a shot up, so you had to adjust to that, and so it was good. It was really good for us.
Obviously, great season last year, but first 2 games this season, shooting 57% from the field, 19.5 points per game, 9 steals. What improvements have you seen in him during these first 2 games, even from last year?
Yeah, he's one of our hardest workers, and he shot it extremely well in the summer. In fact, in the summer, he was our best by percentage shooter in our 5-on-5, and that part of that's having 2 non-broken hands, but he puts the time in. And so now being able to shoot it from distance and see, all the reads, he's able to make more passes than he used to. And I think the team complements him a little bit more with what we have around him because of the ability to roll to the rim and stretch the floor at all 3 other positions. So it gives him a little extra space, which makes him deadly.
Troy Glover, he had 1,000 career points today. What about him makes him so valuable both on the offensive and defensive end for this team?
Yeah, it was just a spectacular kid, and plays hard, trying to do the right things. He's coachable. Guys love him. He's a real weapon for us. He plays above the rim. He's going to be a factor in the post. He can catch lobs. He's hard to guard at the elbows. We're really fortunate, and I think he's going to be a fan favorite as time goes on.
Coach, second straight game, having a 16-0 run or better across the half. Talk about how that can energize the team going into the second half, but not only the team, but also energize the fans and get them on board with you. Yeah,
I mean, it's something that we talk about. We have to be good out of the locker room. We have to be dialed in, and this group is mature, and they don't think about themselves. So when they're in the locker room, they're talking about the game and how do we win the game? What do we can do? So when your mindset's on that, when you get those resets at halftime, it traditionally leads to a good outcome.
After the game, the whole team went over to the student section, did the siren, took a team photo there. Can you just talk about how much that student section means to the team and just the student support behind this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's really, really important for us. One of our pillars that we think of our program is being great classmates. And these guys our players love Bowling Green. They love being with the students and interacting with the students. There's nothing phony about it. You see all the videos and stuff that they do, and that's just their personality. And so just to have that camaraderie with them, there's nothing forced about it. They just generally want to perform for everyone that comes in the arena, but particularly for their classmates, and have you want to leave college with good experiences. I always say, you can sit home and watch Netflix for the rest of your life, but this is what you go to college for, is to have those shared experiences and you get loud and wild for 40 minutes. So it's been a factor, and we so appreciate them coming out.
First of all, guys, this question for both of you. 27 steals as a team breaks a program record. What did you guys make of your guys' defense throughout the whole game?
We were competitive. We talked. We were aggressive. And we were just out there having fun on defense.
Yeah, for sure. We just have crazy length, so we're out there getting steals, really pressuring the ball. That was one thing that we really wanted to do off the rip. So that's really what we focused on, and that's what we got.
And what do you guys think you learned most about the team in a game like this against a team like Bethany College, who isn't the biggest but can still, be pesty coming in here and trying to get a big upset win?
That we respect the game. We're going to play the same against anyone.
Mm-hmm. And that we have depth, I think. I think all around we had 8 players with double digits, and everyone had – how many players had 3 steals? I mean, it was just a ridiculous game for everybody, and we all really were really super connected, I think.
Camden, 11 points for you tonight. That's the first time you've hit double-digit points in your collegiate career. How cool is that for you?
Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, my teammates got me the ball. I mean, Joe even came up to me and said once he gets this rebound, he's kicking it right back to me for a shot. So I'm just super grateful to be around these guys.
And Javante, I mean, second record you've been a part of in terms of steals. You set the single season record for steals, and now as a part of a team, you guys broke that record. What's that like for you?
I mean, it's great. It's fun to do it with this team because we all love each other. You know, we like to watch each other succeed. So that's the fun part about it.
Troy Glover broke 1,000 career points. What does he mean to you guys and the team as a whole?
We're gonna get him. We're gonna celebrate, and that's great for him.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's something not many people can do, and that's amazing that he was able to make that today.
You guys seem to experiment with a full court press throughout the game, which we didn't really see much of in the first game or the 2 exhibition games. Can you talk about that a little bit and just how you guys think you executed on the full court press when you guys utilized it?
You know, it's something new. Coach wanted to see. You know, and we did great at it. You know, we're a defensive team, so to throw that out there, it was good to execute it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we really want to get deflections and stops and kills. So with the press, you know, just all the deflections and just how our length is, it's really smart with what our plan is.
You guys got off to like a huge scoring run, you know, headed into the first half, into the second half. I'm just wondering, what are the kind of vibes like on the bench, playing out on the court when you guys are on a run like that as a team?
Our bench is electric, 24/7. That's what make the 5 people that's out there play better. You know, we all want to see each other score, and it's just fun watching each other.
Yeah, we're all really talking and jumping up when there's threes or when someone's going up to dunk the ball. We're getting yelled at sometimes on the sideline for doing that a little bit too much, but that's just our energy, and that's just who we are as a team. We really want people to succeed around us, and we're electric when it happens.